Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is another video Python course for beginners, and in this video we will learn about user input. So in this video we will learn how to take user input. We have learned about variables, operators, print function, but we have not still learned about how to take input from the user. So to take input from the user, we will use a function that is input. So that is input and braces, that is the function we use to take input from the user. So when user gives input and its value should be saved to some variable, so we use variables with the input function. So we use first we create a variable that is a name equal to, we use equal to, and we write input function. So basically it would do that input function will freeze the screen or freeze the Python code, stop Python code, and it will take input from the user. Whenever user gives an input and press enter, the program runs again, and the value that we give it will be saved to the name variable. So let's run this. So you can see here the Python code has stopped and it's asking for an input. So when I give an input and press enter, it will again run and continue. So I write dear programmer. So this string or that text will be saved to the name variable. So when I enter, so the program has stopped and the data has been stored in that variable, but we have not printed it. So let's print the name. So it's asking for the data user input, so I will write dear programmer. So the dear program again has printed because we are printing it here. So let's write here my name is, so let's run this. We write Alex, so the my name is Alex. So basically we are doing that we taking input from the user and saving it to the name variable, and again we are printing it with the help of a print function. So that's the input function do. But in the input function we can also use some text, some so-called placeholder. So let's write enter your name. So these are not the string that we are giving to the input, but basically it will show when we give the input. When a program asks for the input, that it will shows enter your name. So you can call it a placeholder. So let's run this. So let's use any new line, escape character. So it's asking for enter your name. So these are the placeholder that we have right here, and if I write any name or any text, so the data has been copied to the name variable that we have given input. It's saved to the name variable and it's printing on other line. So that's how input function works. But when we use, we can also give any numbers. So let's number is, so we will write number. So let's run this. So if I write any 20, so 29, so 29 is printing on it, but that 29 is printing, that's not actually a number, but it's actually a string. because when we give input and take input from with the help of input function, it will be always a string. It will, if we give any number, it will still be a string, it will not be a number. So first we check the type of that input we are taking from the user. So I will write a number. So let's run this. I write any number 100. So it's showing str because when we use input function, it also gives and take input as a string. So we can also, so we can't use these string for any arithmetic operations, because arithmetic operations doesn't apply on string, it only applies on numbers. But the number data we are number taking from the input, that is a string, so it will not run. So you can see here it's showing a error. So that is a number plus 20, it's showing the error. So when we use a input function, we can do this, that we wrap this input with int function. So it is typecasting. So basically when we give number, so basically when we take input from the user, it will be a string, then input function will be converted to the number, to the int variable, int data type. So let's check its type again. So let's run this. I am giving it to 100. So it's showing a int, but there is some error. So number is the error is that we have a data number variable. So number variable has a integer value, so it can't be connected with the string. So we can't connect to the string. So we can do this. We can change the type of that variable, so the error will be gone. So let's run this. So the error has been gone, and this is the arithmetic we are doing here, and its answer is 120, and the input we are taking from the user, it's changing into integer data type. We can also change it to the floating data type or decimal. So it's showing float. So you can do this, otherwise you can also do this, that when you take a input from the user, and you can separately change the type of that variable. So let's uncomment these, so otherwise it will show error. So it's asking for number 100, and it's showing integer because I have converted its data type here. So it's not good practice. So use data typecasting in the input function. So if you write any integer, so you don't need to write a string, because it already take the string as a take the input as a string. So there is no need to write in str. But when we want to take input number, we can change the type of that number to the integer or to the floating number. So that's all for input function, and we will learn more about Python in next videos.